Carla, it's always difficult coming to Kingsmeadow, so your heart must have sank going down to 10 players after 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was obviously then your game plan goes out the window, doesn't it? I think when we arrived, obviously having to change the team, just before the warm-up, and then having to obviously do it again 3 or 4 minutes in is always tough. But you know what? The reaction from the players, they could have rolled over, but they didn't. And the reaction, the heart, and the togetherness out there tonight, I think, is the piece that we should be talking about.
It's part and parcel of football, things happening that are out of your control and unexpected, but when you plan for weeks, what is it like when the game plan goes out the window so soon?
Yeah, it's funny because we had the conversation just before the game when we had to change the team late on and obviously revert Rach to left wing back, but you do question all the work you've done. Do you flip to a different system? But we couldn't. We said to the girls, everyone knows their roles. And we needed everyone to stick together and dig in, and then obviously that happens. And just as we were about to get messages on, Simone was excellent out there tonight, and she did exactly what we needed her to do. She stopped the switch, she allowed us to half the pitch, and she did really well. But look, what was pleasing is they didn't just sit behind the ball either. When we won the ball back, they wanted to be brave, they wanted to look after the ball, and like I said, huge amount of pride for the players tonight.
You've seen plenty of positives tonight, but even if there were negatives to draw from this game, is it hard to pinpoint them because you've played so much of the game with 10 players?
Yeah, it's not so much negatives, there's always things you can improve on, and I think certainly, when you do go down to 10, then obviously you have to play in a slightly different way, but there's a lot of positives to take, and I think the girls know that. If you speak to any of them, I think that they've left everything out there. They're on their, a lot of them are on their knees out there. So look, we'll focus on the positives. We'll obviously have to still sharpen up in some areas because we've got to keep progressing. But like I said, pride, and obviously we can't not talk about Sophia Ball. 17 years old, never played a senior game, and to play her first game at the home of the champions live on Sky is a credit to her. But she's got a wonderful future ahead of her, and I thought she did brilliantly.
You've answered my next question, but where do you think her mindset was at when Anna Lee was sent off so soon into the game?
I haven't asked her, but when we went in at half time, she said, am I doing okay? And I said, you're doing brilliantly. And that stop in the second half was first class. And yeah, look, I think the girls look after her. She's a wonderful young talent. She's a great girl. She's settled with this group really well since she's come in. And you know what? I think that will stand her in good stead that tonight.